I am pleased and proud to stand before you today to extend my warmest welcome, first and foremost, to the guest of honor, who is today represented by Dr. Mnyanyiwa, and to each and every one of you who have come to celebrate, not to witness a competition, but to celebrate our culture, our heritage, and our unity as a people. We thank you, guest of honor, for gracing this event, a powerful reflection of your trust in us and our participants as the people of Manicaland. We are pleased that this program augments the initiative you have recently launched under the Ilifa Letu Nagayedu campaign, a clarion call to all Zimbabweans to reclaim our heritage, to explore our own backyard, and to take pride in the treasures that lie within our borders. Today, here in Manicaland, we are answering that call in the most vibrant way possible, through our shared love for food, our culture, and our community. These provincial cookout competitions, ladies and gentlemen, which have escalated from the district level, reflect the vision of our patron, the First Lady, Your Excellency Dr. Amai Traditional. They are a powerful platform to showcase our cultural diversity, celebrate our unique culinary heritage, and importantly, contribute to addressing health and food security issues across Zimbabwe and indeed across Africa. They are a cornerstone of Zimbabwe's gastronomy tourism development, a sector we are deliberately cultivating as a key driver of economic growth. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, we are sending a huge congratulatory message to the guest of honor, the Minister of Tourism and Hospitality Industry, Honorable Rodzi, and the illustrious team for championing this worthy cause, bringing to life our First Lady's program, and ensuring that everyone is actively engaged in the promotion of tourism, healthy eating, and respect for our culinary traditions. Ladies and gentlemen, this event aligns perfectly.
Dr. M. Sibanda, ably represented by Acting Provincial Development Officer, Mr. P. Sitole. The Principal, Mtare Teachers College, Mr. A. Mutubuki, ably represented by the Vice Principal, Mr. Kotora. Senior government officials here present. The Chief Executive Officer, Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, Dr. G. Manyaya, ably represented by the Acting Executive Director, Mr. W. Steamer. Captains of industry, fellow community members, members of the Fourth Estate, esteemed guests. If Honorable Rodzi was here, should have said, ladies and gentlemen, Manicaland province has been honored to become the second province to host 2026 provincial cookout competitions. I'm very happy to join you at this momentous occasion. The cookout competition program presents a true reflection of our culture, heritage, creativity, and culinary excellence, wherein we are found actively taking our gastronomy tourism journey deeper into the communities as the backbone of this nation. Allow me, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, to pay tribute to the visionary patron of tourism, Their Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Amai Mnangagwa, who brought to light the concept of gastronomy tourism in Zimbabwe. It is through her passion, tirelessness, advocacy, and profound love for Zimbabwe's culture and heritage that the seed was planted, whereupon this entire movement has grown. What we began in 2019 is Amai Traditional Cook-Out Competition, a bold and inspired idea to encourage Zimbabweans to embrace consumption of traditional foods and preserve our culture and heritage, has blossomed into a national transformative program and Zimbabwean recognition on the global stage and repositioned our beloved country as the undisputed leader in gastronomy tourism on the African continent. We salute you, Your Excellency. Since then, the program has been implemented at district level, provincial, national, regional, and international levels, showcasing our unique gastronomy at the international stage has contributed to position Zimbabwe as a global giant for gastronomy tourism. The First Lady has introduced several initiatives to ensure the penetration of traditional gastronomy from the general citizens and beyond the borders of Zimbabwe. Under the First Lady, Dr. Mnangagwa's patronage, gastronomy tourism programs have continued to expand internationally. In 2025, Zimbabwean cuisine was showcased in France and a permanent gastronomy restaurant was established in Italy. The program has empowered over thousands of beneficiaries directly, preserved heritage, and positioned gastronomy as a tool for cultural diplomacy and economic inclusion. As a result of her work in championing gastronomy tourism, the First Lady was crowned the Queen of Gastronomy in Africa by the World Tourism Organization, UN Tourism. The government of Zimbabwe, under the leadership of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Amai Mnangagwa, has made tourism a cornerstone of economic development, and the results are undeniable. There are several opportunities to do business in Zimbabwe through community-centered approach, which is in sync with the national vision towards an upper-middle income society by 2030. And gastronomy tourism is no exception. It has a great potential to create jobs, empower communities, and generate income as a form of livelihoods for sustenance. By fostering partnerships between local farmers, communities, and business entities, we are building a robust ecosystem that benefits everyone across the value chain. To ensure we achieve tangible results and far-reaching impact, my ministry is committed to implementing gastronomy programs through a whole-of-government approach and a whole-society approach as pronounced by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Amai Mnangagwa. We are gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving step by step towards the institutionalization of gastronomy tourism, elevating it to its rightful place in our national economic landscape. Backed by statistical evidence, Zimbabwe's tourism sector tells a compelling story. For the year 2025, the destination received more than 1.77 million in international arrivals, a 10% increase from the same period last year, and generated more than $1.3 billion in tourism receipts, up from 1.1 billion the previous year. The main driving force for visiting the destination, among other activities, is gastronomy experience. In addition, Zimbabwe in 2025 was named the best destination to visit in the world by several publications, including Forbes magazine and Pacific Area Travel Writers Association, PATWA. Therefore, we are expecting more and more visitors to come. Accordingly, Most visitors are motivated to travel to destinations by unique and healthy foods like the type of food prepared here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm greatly excited to announce that this is our second year running with the inclusion of persons with disabilities in these cookout competitions at provincial level. Going forward, let us continue spreading the word far and wide and encourage participation in all these categories. The main purpose of having these categories is to provide a playing level field in the spirit of inclusivity, leaving no one and no place behind. Zimbabwe's Vision 2030 commits to an upper middle income society by 2030, driven by inclusive growth, transformation, industrialization, and the well-being of all our citizens. This cookout competition aligns seamlessly with this vision as it empowers men and women by recognizing their role as custodians of culture and drivers of economic participation. Traditional foods. The quest to provide traditional dishes during events, conferences, even social functions has grown significantly. This has resulted in job creation, especially along the supply chains. My ministry is actively engaged with hoteliers, restaurants, and airlines to establish structured supply chain linkages between communities and formal hospitality establishments. This is not a dream, it is a policy direction, and we are committed to making it a lived reality. I'm happy to hear that our contestants who have participated in this competition today, drawn from all districts within this province. This is commendable effort in line with the National Development Strategy 2 and Vision 2030, which emphasizes on the need to leave no one and no place behind. Ladies and gentlemen, this cookout competition is not about winning it. It's about building livelihoods, creating enterprises, and unlocking the potential of every Zimbabwean. To every contestant who participated today, your passion and dedication are inspiring. You are not just cooking, you are building role brands, creating businesses, unlocking tourism potential, and contributing to a prosperous Zimbabwe. Accordingly, gastronomy is a multi-billion-dollar industry globally, as Zimbabwe must claim its share. The commercialization of our food heritage is not about selling our culture, but about owning its economic value. Countries like Italy, Thailand, and Morocco have transformed their culinary traditions into powerful engines of tourism revenue and employment. We have no less to do to offer, but to call it beautiful. Nakayedu Ilifalet, we love it. Noteworthy, as a ministry, we are also thrilled by the approval by Cabinet last week of the plan of targeted development of tourism attraction in the Eastern Highlands, marking a major step towards unlocking the region's full tourism potential. The targeted development approach will help to unlock the value along the tourism value chain, benefiting local communities through job creation, business opportunities, and increased economic activity. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate all our contestants who participated in today's competition. You demonstrated a high degree of expertise in traditional food preparations. I know for sure the judges had a difficult task in identifying the final winners. Let's continue to prepare this food, even at home. Share the knowledge you have gained from this competition. Encourage our families to embrace our local food. I would like to conclude by extending my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for coming to this event in your numbers. You contributed to the success of this event. To the organizers, that you continue to do the same every year for the benefit of our communities and the nation at large. We always stand ready to support you in every endeavor. Thank you, Tatenda Siyabonga.